During what month do you see gold blowing in the wind? During August. What's going on, YouTube? It is 6:41 a.m. because this is just a fun little factoid for you. A lot of people might not know this, but you can actually still go to the Golden Vendor at this hour in the day, Eastern Standard Time, because they don't leave until they refresh on Monday morning. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about the Golden Vendor and why I think that we need to really consider if items from the Golden Vendor are going to continue to be worth it with the updated changes that are coming in Update 40. Specifically for the assorted additional improvements, you'll note that as included in Update 40 is a rebalance to jewelry crafting to help bring down the costs more in line with the game's other crafting disciplines. This includes completely removing jewelry crafting grains and converting them into plates. However, to ensure that jewelry crafting's costs line up with other crafting types, you've included basically they're going to make it in line with the total cost for like waxes when you upgrade, with your alloys. So it'd be about 8 probably per plating. They say, however, don't worry that upgrading will be easier and cheaper. So where does that leave us? Well, jewelry has always been an interesting place because the Golden Vendor used to be the only way that you guys could get and I could get these golden items. But now, if we take the cost of alloys that they're most expensive and rosins that they're most expensive on console, it's only going to cost you around 60 to 80,000 to upgrade a purple amulet, which means that for it to be worth to buy this, let's say we were going to buy this Bloodthorn necklace, which is a bind on equip, so you would be able to resell this. That would mean that the purple would have to be worth over 70,000 gold to make it worth buying this gold one. Now, I have heard that the developers are considering if they want to tweak the Golden Vendor, so I think that could be an interesting description, and if they actually are interested in doing that. Now, an important thing too to consider too is the Crimson, amulet right here, which is a bind on pickup. This is from a dungeon. So is it worth to still farm dungeons and get the purple necklace and then upgrade them? Well, that could depend. The collection system in ESO means that you're always guaranteed to get an item that you do not have from a boss that can drop it. So what does that mean? Well, it means that let's say that there's 5 bosses in a dungeon. The first 4 and then the final boss. The first 4 will always drop clothing. Think anything that you would wear on your body. You got your booties, you got your belt, you got your shirt, you got your pants, etc., etc. Those are all things that can drop from the first 4 bosses, right? And you're guaranteed to get an armor piece that you don't have. Now, what happens if you have all the armor pieces, but you don't have all the weapons and jewelry? Well, you're still going to get a random piece of armor then at that point. You're not going to be able to get things you don't have. Final bosses can drop weapons and jewelry. So a lot of people don't like farming. And 2, if let's say you get a ring, well, to get a second ring, you're probably going to have to complete the whole thing again, or get it from one of your friends, or find it in a chest. Chests are non-curated drops. Everything that I've described to you is kind of the collection's curated drop system, summarized very briefly. That's an important distinction. Now, how does this affect things on PC? PC, it will still probably be worth buying specific items from the Golden Vendor, but it will still be worth more of a grain of salt because you'll be able to upgrade them at a much more efficient rate than you would be for anything else. I think, honestly, for PC, there'll still be some semblance of a Golden Vendor and a reason to continue to get items from there, but on for a console, it might be better to just kind of highlight, hey, these are the sets. This is a set that you can go out and get. Monster sets, obviously, will always have their value because some people don't have access to DLC dungeons. Some people don't want to farm it 3 times to get the guaranteed piece that they need. So for those of you who don't know, that curated system I was just describing to you also affects monster set helms. So every time you do Veteran, you're guaranteed to get a monster set helm. It'll be light, medium, or heavy, and it will be the one that you don't have. So if you have light, you'll get either a medium or a heavy, 50-50. And then if you do it again after, say, you got a light and medium, then you're guaranteed to get heavy. However, not everyone has the ESO Plus, and because of that, they don't all have access to run the dungeons that they would need to get some of the best sets in the game. For example, Earthcore is one of the best support sets in the game. That's one of those distinctions that I like to make for people when we're talking about the Golden Vendor is, hey, These are some really great sets. You might not necessarily be able to farm this because it's ESO Plus related or it's just really annoying to do. You should consider buying this, and that will always be relevant to the golden vendor. So where does that leave us with our good old golden vendor? I think, and here's the thing, right? If you're on console, you could just cold turkey the golden vendor until these changes come into effect. I would dissuade you from that because two reasons. One, there's always monster sets and monster shoulders, and there's always decent dungeon sets that you're going to want to skip regardless of how they do this new change. And two, there's nothing to say that the updated expected changes are going to be how we foresee them. What does that mean? Well, we are speculating right now, and we still have 2 months to speculate, essentially, as to what's going to happen to the ESO economy. And that's to say that they don't make any changes on PTS in the interim. This is just more so me putting this on your radar because I talk about the golden vendor all the time. I really am passionate about giving you guys updated information on ESO, the economy, and things as they happen, how they might be impacted, and so on. So when these things come up and I start to think and calculate these numbers, it's important to kind of keep you guys in the conversation because you are, important to keep in the loop. And also, too, if you're looking at this as a AP to gold method, please do not, because as an AP to gold method, this sucks. There's like 1,000 better ways you can convert your AP to gold. Go out and buy Deadly, go out and buy Elfbane, go out and buy Rallying Cry, and then just throw all that stuff into the market. Triunes, AP pots, way better than anything that this golden vendor lady is going to give you. So that is going to wrap up my thoughts for the golden vendor. I figured while she's here for a couple more minutes, might as well wrap up my kind of thoughts for the weekend as we were talking about this in the comment section and with you guys over the weekend. So that'll be that. Happy to see you guys. Hope you have a great week. We're doing our 3 giveaway drawings. All you have to do to be entered is like, subscribe, and then listen for a random word throughout the month. Watch all the videos that you can, please. It does help out, and I appreciate you guys for doing so. Comment that word below once it's posted, and you will win. Other 2 ways, much more simple. Just like and subscribe. And I want to thank you guys again for stopping by, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jake Clips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.
When I started to record this video, I had like an hour to get ready for work, and now I have 8 minutes left. Be a very fun time to edit this video. Maybe be a couple minutes late too. I mean, it's a salaried employee. How important am I in the office this morning?